Warning, I swear a lot.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Signalis. So, key point from last time in the comments that I want to address is that people confirmed that Sierpinski is on Leng, which means we're on an entirely different planet. This is only referred to as the Rotfront facility, but as we know, Rotfront is a planet, as we saw from the star map. We are on an entirely different planet, which is all the confirmation I need to confirm that at least some part of this has been complete and utter psychological degradation f***ery. Either we were never on Leng, or we were never here, or this is a memory. Or Sierpinski is a memory. One of them was a memory, the other one is a place we actually are, or maybe, shock, spoiler, plot twist, both are memories and or we're not actually here. I don't know. We'll see. But, we have to beat a survival horror game before we can figure that out, so I got stuff to do. It's been a couple days, because there was a delay last week in the recordings and the editings and the such and the production, which means I need to remember where the fuck I need to go. And what I have. But, I'll do that off camera. Don't worry about it. I'm figuring it out now. It'll be edited. You know me. This is the thing I do. Need repair spray. We're about to die. Thermite. I'd like to burn a corpse, perhaps. At least one. Maybe the one that keeps hurting me. That might be a good idea. Now, where's that corpse that keeps hurting me? It's that one. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Watch me never go past this fucking corridor again, but now it can't hurt me anymore, probably. I ain't gonna test it. I have solved a problem. People have confirmed that that's a bug, and I'm like, fair enough. Like, it's never great if a game has bugs, but at the end of the day, some of them just get through. It's just how games are, no game as far as I'm aware, is bug-free. Right? Like, don't get me wrong, back in the days of my childhood when all games were better and you whippersnappers came along and ruined it with your Fortnites and such, there were less bugs because the game couldn't be patched post-launch, so developers had to make sure they got it right on release. But that didn't mean there were no bugs. Oh, there were bugs, and some of them were fucking bad. Hello? I just didn't know you were here. I tell you what, considering you're in my way, let's make sure you're never in my way again. How about a bit of that, Maybe that apartment is one I could open with the patient key. If it's adjacent to the hospital, then perhaps it's like housing for, patients? I don't know. I'll go have a look, I suppose. I think there's still a shield person in here. Let's see if we can get past him. Nice and sneaky. What do I actually know about this hallway? Not a lot. Okay. I've got a shotgun if they try and act funny. Luckily they didn't. Doing alright. Oh, there's just a flesh mass. The door is blocked by a mass of flesh. There's no way through. That's really fucking annoying. I would have liked to have gone through there. Pride shells, literally the one thing I wanted. If anyone ever asks me, Foreman, do you want pride shells? The answer is yes. Every single time. It would never not be the case. I assure you. Ammo there, but we're running out of space. Red diskette. We can do more, fucking... No space for 8mm. That's annoying. But we could do more computer puzzles. Those puzzles I love. My favorite puzzles. Hello, Squire. I didn't think you'd wandered all the way this way. Hospital room is cut off from dentist room once again by mass of flesh. I'll go back and check just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure. It looks pretty cut off, doesn't it? Yeah, it is. This is the dentist room. Kind of surprised we aren't seeing more references to Ariane's lack of teeth. Or recent lack of... Hello? Drop down. That is handy, though, isn't it? That's pretty handy. I like that. Okay. Okay, computer, I wish you to boot up this. It's XCOM, the original one. I think you'll find it quite inconvenient to play. The label says Patients Archived. Use red diskette, yes. Hello. What's all this then? Medibank. Datenverden Geladen. Ah, this is how we get the code for the store. Now we could... Oh, hang on. We got Ariane Young. Oh, hello. Ariane Young, world of birth Leng, so she was born on Leng, where Sierpinski is. Homeworld is Rotfront, occupation radio officer. Let's see, medical history, insomnia, bruising, premature acrometrichia. I need to look up what that is. Obviously, I know what insomnia and bruising are. I've suffered both myself. Graying of hair. Oh, so that's why she has grey hair. Fair enough. or white hair here, but in reality it would be grey hair. Okay, well, let's download all of these. These are very important for us, yes. These datas will help us play. But more importantly, we need this. Oh. Yeah, there's Isolde. Her name is Isolde, we remember that. Medical history, minor fracture, left shin, double fracture, right arm, major laceration, forehead. Doctor's notes, regularly treated for small lesions, very prone to accidents. And there's Erica, who doesn't have a proper image. Sprained ankle. Grade 1. Very active in sporting activities. Okay. Very good. We've got that now, though. Fantastic. And I just need to look over that note that I got. About the... No, not that. No, turn that off. I don't want it. The game is being quite cagey about Erica, though, which is interesting. 560524. Okay. 560524. Bingo. I'm gonna go get the store key. I'm probably gonna need it when I go in there. You know, probably gonna need the store key in the store. Maybe. We'll see. Does add further mystery, though, as to which place we've actually been to or have gone to or what, because Ariane is from Leng. Her homeworld is Rotfront. Presumably she moved here and then this was her home. But what's the fucking deal with Leng? That place is fucked. The infection, I'm gonna presume, has not spread to Rotfront. Maybe it did, but a lot of sense. Song of the Gods. Banned. Possession and distribution of this publication is prohibited and punishable by the 4th Cultural Protection Act. There exists a connection between all of us that few are fully aware of. A song that we all dance to but few can hear. This deep vibration of the cosmos can not just be heard and felt. We all resonate in harmony with it, shaping it, deforming it around us. Those select few who can consciously perceive it often fear it. Too oppressive is the sound of the stars, too invasive the noise of the unaware around them, polluting the song with their fickle emotions. But every once in a while, some are born that can not only hear and play this music of the world, but who can conduct it. Gifted individuals capable of manipulating the essence of the world around them. That fucking Blue Star motherfucker from Lobotomy Corporation. Many believe that the Grand Empress is such a being. Her immense will bent humanity into the Empire of Yuzan and lifted us to the stars. It was her power that imbued life into the first of the machine servants that now carry the weight of the Empire on their carbon steel backs. Well, I'm guessing that the people's... whatever the fuck our faction is called, did not come up with replicas? The Empire was doing it first? Isolde? I couldn't find her. Well, it's not over yet. It's not over. We've still got a whole place to search. I've looked everywhere. You can't have looked everywhere. Some of these doors are locked. But she's not here anymore. We're not even on Sierpinski anymore, so that's a bit awkward. I can't go on. I'm sorry. No, no, no. Do not. Look. Elster's here. Oh, she's infected, right. Forgive me. We're gonna find Erica, aren't we? Shortly after this, we're gonna bump into her and be like, she's gonna be like, "Have you seen Isa?" And we'll be like, yeah, she's here, and there, and there. Prometheus. Here sit I, forming mortals after my image, a race resembling me, to suffer, to weep, to enjoy, to be glad, and thee to scorn as I dare say. Why do we not... What is it with you? This is old. A photograph of Isa wearing a school uniform. Yep. But then, there's Erica, whom we can never see the face of. The picture is badly damaged. Yeah. Pick up death? Yes. We got another card. A tarot card depicting the 13th major arcanum, death. Yeah, I played Persona, and cyberpunk. Synchronicity, phenomena that are meaningfully related yet lack a causal connection. We've yet to discover the true source of the ability of the mind to alter the physical world, yet creating physical phenomena remotely simply by consciously or unconsciously willing them into existence forms the basis for the entire field of bioresonance technology. Before the advent of bioresonance technology, acausal correlations were often falsely interpreted simply as chance. Many phenomena such as remote viewing, doppelgangers, or the Pauli effect have since been classified as synchronistic phenomena related to bioresonant effects. Doppelgangers? Are you going to put doppelgangers into the story just to make this incredibly more confusing? The world we live in would be impossible without bioresonance, but its origins remain unclear. If it was truly a divine gift from outer space, as the late Empress claimed, why was she defeated by our great revolutionary who had no such divine powers? Oh, so the Empress is dead. That's worth taking into consideration. I could go for an auto-injector, yes. Yes, I could. Thank you. Unlock the door. Sure did. Well, that's that, I suppose. Goddamn. Okay, but with that established, you know, we've got another tarot card. That's fantastic. We can go back, take stock, go back upstairs and see what we can do. There was at the very least some 12mm ammo up there I wanted to take because I'm low on ammo and desperately need it. So that's something. Isa's dead. Erica is unknown. NA. Ariane is also NA. And Alina is extremely NA. End of the world? God no. But... excuse me? The door is blocked by a mass of flesh. There's no way through. They blocked off the commercial corridor. Is that random or is... interesting. Okay. What's the deal with this door? It unlocks from the other side. Okay. So if the flesh is moving, then that means... where I went upstairs before that was blocked by flesh might not be blocked by flesh now. A little bit of a suspicion I have, right? I reckon that bit that was blocked off by the flesh upstairs will lead to somewhere where we can get like a photo of Erica or something, or find Erica, and the game was like, no, we have to block you off from there before. You have to go see Isa first, right? But I imagine it's something along those lines where they were like, we needed you to go into the Ito residence first, and then go upstairs, right? Of course, this will all get blown out of the water if I go up there and it turns out it's not, it's still blocked off, and I'm like, well, I don't fucking know. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't be, it could be anything, it could be nothing. Oh, there's a lot of stuff down here I haven't checked yet. I should go have a look. Yeah, I think I just went into the save room and then kind of continued on because I found something, so I was like, yeah, why not? Hello? Pick up tower. Ah, there's teeth. There's teeth. Zahn. I believe is the German word. It's Zahn, isn't it? And that's what we saw in that cutscene, and that's what that person told me Zahn meant. Teeth. You know, everyone, or not everyone, but a lot of people have that dream where their teeth fall out. You know, it's been referenced in many things. A lot of people talk about it, and it's like emblematic of like anxiety or whatever. I don't know what the specific representation of it is, but you know, we're all familiar with that dream, at least in passing. I didn't have that dream until about a year ago. I remember it vividly because it had never happened to me before, but then I had the dream where all my teeth fell out of my head, and oh, it sucked. Didn't like that, because I have absolutely no capacity to tell when I'm dreaming. Some people can kind of figure it out, like they are at least somewhat aware they're in a dream. I don't. Whenever I'm in a dream, I'm fully committed to the fact that I'm in that dream. Store key, very nice. So I was like, I've just lost all my teeth. Holy shit, all my teeth just fell out of my head. Spooky, didn't like it. Developer fluid, very nice. So the Young family, they ran a photo store? Oh. People's Army, 5th Venetian Infantry Division, Unit 12. Fukuyama Birgit, Huang Anna, Itu Lilith. Lilith, that must have been their parent, perhaps. Rebecca Liang, Elise Ng, not... Alina Seo. Oh. So who's Alina? Who is Alina? You must tell me. Log is defective. Fuck. All my questions about who the fuck is Alina, and then Alina pops up, and I'm like, who are you? And she's like, I'm a photograph. I can't tell you. I can't say anything, because I'm a photograph. Look at this graph! Mysteries and riddles and puzzles and secrets and many mysteries wrapped up and hidden inside of these riddles. Goddamn. There's the shadow person on the wall. Don't know what the deal is there. I can go this way though. There are people in here. And Snoot Nose. I don't like Snoot Nose. Just gonna do a nice little sneak through. Fuck. You stay there. You let me go around. Thank you kindly. Through here. Pack station. Indeed. Care to go on? A matrix code scanner. Packet Beleg Einlesen. Does this go anywhere? Oh, you know it does. This place is way bigger than I thought. Service room. Where does this go? Ah, it's a shortcut. Lovely. Unlock the door. Opened it up. That's still covered in flesh. Maybe that's Ease's doing, who can say? So we inspect this. Opening it right now would destroy the photograph inside. I need to add some developer fluid first. Oh no, I probably should have... Oh, jeez. The photo that was developing inside the developing tank. Shows some kind of digital dot matrix code. I wonder what kind of machine could process this code. I wonder indeed. Looks like we have to go where we just were. Ho ho ho. Merry Christmas. Where the fuck did Snootface go? It's got... That's the most concerning thing that it's not there anymore. That's more concerning than it wandering around. Look at this graph! This tarot card makes me laugh. Leaving. I have been found out. I'm sure the white-haired girl working at the photo store in Sector C is bioresonant. Be careful. They don't pay me enough to take any more risks. I am on the next ship to Kitej tomorrow. Meet me at the docks in Sector N if you want to bail too. Sun. Or Sun. I don't know. Probably Sun. So... Are they implying... Are they implying that Ariane is bioresonant? That's interesting. We got another tarot card. Sun. Oh, there's Snoot Nose. I found them. Ah, I found Snoot Nose. There you are, you snooty bastard. Off you go. I'm 90% certain that's a, what are they called? A storch? A storch's leg on its face. But I don't know for sure. Oh, hello. I realize I don't have to do this, so I ain't gonna. Oh, I do have to do this, though. Actually, I kinda don't, but it would be better if I did. Why were you aiming at the sky? There we go. Okay, well, continue to just walk instead of run, to try and avoid waking them up. I'll save that. We can take one more hit, I think, before that becomes a problem. This is the butterfly room, I remember. I still don't know what this code would be. So I guess I'll just have to leave it for now. Mildly frustrating, because it turns out this blob of flesh has not gone away. I can at least like grab that ammo here that I didn't get to grab before. Yes, very good. All that ammo, lovely. Don't even bother. I'm not interested. Fuck off. This is just flesh. This is meat room. This is just meat room. Oh, jeez. Oh, what does this even mean? Oh, this is for the tarot cards. I see. Okay. Suspect that shall be significant. Dream diary. 6th night, I dreamt I was an imperial farmer. I embraced my lover in the red deserts of Kitej when a storm consumed us, the sand grinding us down until nothing remained. 13th night, I was a worker in the mines of Leng when I was consumed by a shapeless mass of flesh, my flesh joining with the flesh of many others until only my bones remained. My mind joined the collective of flesh which persists beyond death. 16th night. As a storm raged in the sky, I fell from a ruined skyscraper on Veneta, but I never reached the ocean below. I kept falling when suddenly lightning struck the building and I woke up. 18th night. I was floating in the sunless sea below the ice of Rotfront when I saw a large creature move in the darkness below me in the moon's dark core. 19th night. I saw a burning eye in the sky above the clouds of Buyan. I was walking through the floating imperial palace when the gaze of the sun-like iris burned my body to ashes. Great. It's probably good, isn't it? So I need to bring space for 5, like, what was it, 5 tarot? 6 tarot cards? Do I even have 6? I'll have to go check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course I don't have 6. That'd be too fucking easy, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm getting nowhere with this. Let's go check the butterfly box, right? With the one with Elster on it. Maybe there's something there I've overlooked. The butterflies on the wall seem significant because it's a butterfly room, so it's really leaning into the fact that the butterflies on the wall are significant. Maybe they are significant for that specific box. Be a bit weird if they weren't. Surely there's got to be some kind of something there. It's like a 4-letter code, isn't it? Because it's LSTR right now, which is obviously not the code because it's closed. There's gotta be. There's gotta be. Otherwise, I have no fucking clue. I'll be truly at my wit's end, and I'll be forced to revert to that most honored of traditions of brute forcing puzzles. But this is not a game where you need to brute force the puzzles, so I just need to figure it out. I'm sure I can. Oh god, I didn't realize you were there. I should really get rid of you, shouldn't I? You're in too inconvenient a location. Because there was absolutely no way I could have avoided taking damage coming through that door. Because of where he was. He was literally stood on the door. I believe I'm dying? Yeah, that's why we use this. There we go. We've got some repair patches in storage, so it's not so bad. This is the butterfly room. We don't have to interact with any other door on this fucking floor. We ain't gonna. So, butterfly room. Hang on, that says... Is that an E? Look. That could be an O. That could be an N. That's an A. Then Aeon? Oh, maybe. Oh, perhaps. Hold up. Let's see if we got those letters. A. E. O. N. Oh, thank you. Ugh, gross. Pick up moon? Yes. That's the final tarot card. Fucking sweet. Let's bail out of this shit joint. Off we go. I currently have no weapons, so it would be best to not get killed. You know? Just putting it out there. I don't... Oh, that room is now meated up. It's all meaty now. Big meaty doors! Oh, you can fuck off. Nope. I'm good, thank you. Well, these doors aren't just for attracting mates. Oh, this room's gotten worse. Dial ring. Oh. Oh, because one of the thingies, the rot front moon didn't have, you couldn't move the moon on it. Why have we got that now? You can fuck off, Squire. Okay, so let me just find that dream diary. Yes. No. Eat that stupid thing. I dreamt I was an imperial farmer. I embraced my lover in the red deserts of Kitej. Lover is a tarot card. The lovers, Kitej. Lovers. There we go. Alright, yeah, I think this will be simplicity itself from this point onwards. We just gotta look out for the word. I was a worker in the mines of Leng when I was consumed by a shapeless mass of flesh, my flesh joining with the flesh of many others until my bones remained. My mind joined a collective of flesh which persists beyond death. Maybe a bit of a stretch, but it mentions death, so I'm gonna go with it. Use death? Yes. Okay, good.
A few moments later.
Is that right? Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I get the Cheerios? Well, that's a fine little doohickey. Oh. This is the mural solution, right? Okay. Just take a picture of that. Lovely. Okay. And then we go to the mural. Good. Wonderful. Fantastic. We're almost done with this place, I think. Or at least this specific area of this place. But it feels fairly climactic by this point, like even Isa has died. What more is there left to do? A final confrontation with Adler, perhaps, now that he is no longer wearing his mask, quote unquote? It's symbolic, I'm sure. Or metaphoric, I don't know, he's being all complicated. That's what that Adler guy does, he's all complicated and stuff. So Bouillon is full, oh right, that, okay, yeah, okay, so full that? It's either that or the opposite of that, we shall soon see. Kitej is mostly like that. Lang is... Where is Lang? It's over there. Like that. Right front is empty. Matt is coming in from the right side, like that. And then Venita... Oh no, I've done Venita. Done Kitej. Done Haymat. Unless these are all wrong, which they might be. I've read these all wrong. Fantastic. 2 seconds. There we go. Fucking hell. That's spooky. I didn't like that. But I'm going in. It's the room. It's the radio room with the King in Yellow. We're back. The door won't open yet. What do you mean yet? And the hole in the wall has filled itself. It's locked. It requires a key. I have no keys. I have no way to open that. Computer screen is blank. The King in Yellow. The last seal has been broken. Ah, good. It's time to go home. Pick up the King in Yellow? Yes. Oh, I really expected a cut. I've got nothing now. Why? I brought my SMG with me. What's different? No map data, yeah, I would assume. Workforce assignment for young Ariane. We have been informed that your compulsory military service period was recently completed. According to our files, you have previously graduated from Mandelbrot Polytechnical High School in Rotfront Sector C on R3459C, and have recently submitted an application for a military service assignment Penrose program. You've been processed by Aeon Workforce Assignment. Previous work experiences, store clerk. Photo store part-time, compulsory military service, Rotfront Orbital, long-range radio operations officer training. Should you not be accepted by a military service program by the end of the season or find other employment, you will be assigned the following workplace. S-23 Sierpinski Production and Mining Facility on Lang. Did she fail? Was Ariane not assigned to the Penrose program at all? Did she apply for it and fail? Or did she perhaps, or maybe Alina was also applying to be on the Penrose program and Ariane took her place. And that resulted in Alina being assigned to Sierpinski. Or maybe Darth Vader was their father the whole time. Auntie's note. Ariane, I left some of yesterday's dinner in the fridge for you. You can warm it up when you get back from school. Please pick up the books your uncle ordered from the Ito bookstore on your way home. Remember to leave some space in your school bag for them this time so they don't get wet. Leave some space. Okay, leave some space. I get you. Don't worry. I get you. I smell what you're stepping in. No worries. I won't be stupid this time. Letter from Mother. My dearest Ariane, I'm so glad to hear you're feeling better again. I was very worried when I heard from your aunt that you were in the hospital again. I still remember how you used to get sick so much as a child. Please don't overexert yourself, okay? The photo you sent me is very interesting. What a strange coincidence that she looks so much like you. You could be twins. Perhaps she is related to us somehow, though I don't know anyone named CO in our family. Ah. From the looks of it, it was shot on Veneta. Oh. Wait, so Ariane's hair turned white prematurely, but that doesn't mean it was white her entire life, right? And her and Alina look very similar. Maybe that was a swapped identity situation? Maybe. Your military service will begin soon enough, so you might be wearing a uniform like her soon enough. Please send me a photo when that happens. Love, Mother. A doppelganger, perhaps? Long mover? Okay, well, let's go have a look through that door and see. This is the end. Leave forever? No. Don't make me nervous like that. As if I got everything I need. A pistol and a submachine gun. I mean, that's my usual loadout on Helldivers when I'm not using the shotgun. It's the end. Leave forever. Yes. This sure is fucking dark. And with nothing in it. Looking around, just making sure I'm not missing anything. You know, there might be a very important item on the floor or something. It just made me realize how dirty my fucking monitor is. I need to clean this thing. Adler's note. All efforts to contain this illness have been in vain. All the Gestalt workers have succumbed to it, leaving only dark shadows on walls and floors where they died. That's what the shadow people were. And soon all of us replica will have lost our senses and turned to writhing masses of flesh. I now believe it was not an infectious disease nor some form of poison or radiation. It was a slow corruption of reality itself as I've relived the same cycle over and over. Each time, details change, things are twisted, added, removed. How long until it all turns to nothing but noise? Ah. So that confirms that every single, I had a feeling about this, but every single infected we fought was a replica, not a Gestalt. Because Gestalts just vaporize, basically. A red dream. A crashed ship, a strange gate, a hole in the ground, an island beyond reach, memories from other lives, dreams of suffering and loneliness, a promise to search for someone lost. I saw her in the red emptiness waiting for me. We had made a promise. As the memories of a stranger rushed into my mind, I felt the borders of myself blur. Now I can no longer tell where Falk ends and Elster begins. Ah. Fun. Okay. I did get the impression that there were Elsters on, like, cycles here, as it were, because, well, it was actually the moment that we got the dial ring in the atrium, and there was just, like, an Elster corpse on the floor. Not confirmed, it was hard, you couldn't necessarily tell if it was an Elster, but I was pretty sure it was an Elster. So, cycles, that is a thing, but there's either we were Folk, or we became Folk. Interesting. Well, Falk's not up to much at the moment, as far as I can tell. Stop. You must turn back. There is nothing for you there. You've tried so many times, and you failed every time. Don't you see that you're ruining everything? This is your final warning, Adler. What do you mean? Everything's already ruined. What? How more ruined could it be? Ooh, this looks comfy. Falk's memory. We were dancing to that song they started the broadcast with. We fell asleep, watching that movie we had seen before so many times. If only I could take us back to that time when we were happy. These memories are mine now. Confusing though, because why would a Falk be assigned to a Penrose ship that is specifically for Elsters? Right, they get, it's the Elster that gets paired with a Gestalt, like, captain, quote-unquote, scout captain, whatever. Ah, hey, Falk. Why did you return? There's nothing for you here. Oh, cool. She'll never dance with us again. No matter what we do. She doesn't even want us anymore. Oh. Falk! I think Elster. Both of us, we are incomplete. Let us become whole again. Ah, I'd rather not. If it's all the same to you. I think that text that flashed on screen said she won't forgive us or something. I don't know. Okay, that does... sturb. Don't sturb me. I'll show you a good sturb. I'll show you the biggest sturb you've ever seen. Whabams! Kapow! Ow, I took that hit. Wait, what's the deal? Yeah, I picked up this. Ow! I'm gonna steal you. I cannot carry any more spear. What do I do with spear? Can't use this here. But what do I do with it? Maybe she gets staggered and then you have to use it on her. I think now I have to use it on her. This is different. Sturb. Stop sturbing me. Oh, stop. What am I even taking damage from? I don't even understand by this point. I get that they're going for something very cool and disorienting, but it also is completely nonsensical. I barely understand what I'm doing. Okay, can I use the spear on her, perhaps? Oh, I need to grab a spear. Yes. Okay, I did use a spear previously. There we go. Okay, good. Wonderful. I'm gonna use this again. I need one of these. Can I borrow it? Yeah, thank you. Hell, I think that said help me or something. I don't know. I don't know, German. Sturb. I'll show you a sturb. I already said that, didn't I? Yeah, I already said that. Fucking shit, that was quick. Ow! Do you mind? Okay, come on. Alright, come on. Give me a minute to retaliate, at least a little bit. Sometimes it seems like I just take damage for nothing. I don't know, it's hard to tell when I am and am not taking damage. Running out of ammo. Fuck. Can I? Oh no, those aren't the ones I had to wait. Okay. It's a cool boss fight in terms of what it is. It is absolutely abhorrent to play though. Like, and that's not unexpected. It's a survival horror game. Gameplay isn't really, you know, good in a survival horror game because it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be stilted and awkward, to be a struggle. But once again, it plays in a it's really cool. Like, it's really fucking cool in how it is. But it plays like utter dog shit. It feels awful. Just this bit, though, I should point out. The rest of the game's fine. But this boss fight, while being very cool thematically and in concept, just doesn't feel good to play. I don't know how to tell you this. I know, a lot of people out there do not want to hear the slightest negative thing about the game they like. And fair enough, you know, I get it. I do. But if I feel like something's wrong, I have to say something. And that fight don't feel good. Does it matter? Not really, honestly. The fight serves a purpose. Much like everything else in this game, the gameplay serves a purpose, and the purpose of the gameplay is to reinforce the narrative. Hey Falk, it's me again. Why did you return? There's nothing for you here. Yeah. Oh cool, they do speed up. She'll never dance with us again, no matter what we do. See, that's a major point in the game's favor. Falk. I think it said she won't forget. Both of us, we are incomplete. Let us become whole again. No, I'm good. I think it said we are... I don't know. I keep trying to read that, but I'm not going to be able to read it until I get into editing. It's alright for you guys. You can just slow down the footage. I've got you. Yep, I've got your spear. Nope. Yep. There we go. Good. I need to find, oh yeah, pride shells. Yeah, pride shells, good. That does fill up my inventory. No. I keep thinking right click is how to do things and it's not. Okay. By the time I pull my pistol, or by the time I knock it down again, I'll have used all my pistol. Ow. She's bringing, yes, ow, I managed to get hit by that because I'm a moron. One more shot and then I can, there we go, okay, and then I can reload. Now I've got space and I can pick up a spear. Yep, pick up spear, use it on her face. There we go. Grab another spear, good. Ow. Ouch. I don't know, just fuck, I don't want to have to go through a menu to pick up an item, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry, that really frustrates me when it's like, are you sure you want to pick up item? And I'm like, fuck off, will you? I'm being shot at. It is so, it just feels awful when that happens. Now, before now, it's been fine because most of the game has been slow enough that this has not been an issue. But in this fight, it's awful. I'm gonna steal this. Yep, thank you. Fucking impossible as it is to actually do these actions. Okay. Use that. Health, yeah, help. Yeah, you want help? Oh, I'll give you help. In the form of a fucking shotgun. Take that. Take that. And take that. And I'm gonna take this. Is that okay? I only just avoided taking damage there because I had to go through a fucking menu in order to pick up the item. Alright, it's not an item, it's a button prompt, but it's fucking annoying nonetheless. Here we go. I'm just gonna steal this as well, hope you don't mind. Okay, good. Stop fucking with the screen, this is already unpleasant enough. Excuse me, lads. I see what you're going for here, but this is miserable to play. This is awful. It's actually awful. Which is a shame, you know, because most of the game's been very fair and well designed up to this point, but this blows. Why didn't you use it? Okay. You will fall over. Stop comboing me. I'm literally not fast enough to deal with this. Fuck off. Because I have to wait. Oh my god, this is awful. This is so bad. I'm sorry, alright? I wish I could lie. I wish I could be like, oh yes, I'm really enjoying the gameplay in this section, but it sucks. The problem, which isn't necessarily a problem, in fact it's very emblematic of the game and how it's done, is that it is a sequence that sacrifices gameplay satisfaction for narrative impact. And to convey what the game is like, yes, of course our visuals are being fucked with. This is some psychological horror shit, and she's bioresonant, so she's fucking with our brain. You know, like the Calibri were. Absolutely makes sense. 100% in narrative makes sense. Of course she's powerful. She's a fucking folk unit. It goes without saying. They were considered gods by most of the staff in the places they worked at. Of course, all these things make sense. But it's not conveyed into gameplay particularly well. It's clunky and awkward and unpleasant. Now, I don't mind losing a fight over and over, I truly don't. I like and I do enjoy a challenge, but The challenge has to be fun in order for me to enjoy it. That's the thing, and this is not enjoyable. This is frustrating. Boss fights in survival horror games are an extremely difficult thing to do, so I'm not really going to give the devs shit for this, because it is a very hard thing to do. Because you're trying to make a combat encounter in a game where the combat is the worst part of the game. It's not the focus, it just isn't. Combat is a necessity because they're giving you the ability to fight off the threats around you, but it's also your inability in combat is to help convey the horror of the situation where you're like, I can barely make it through these places. I can't deal with this. I need, it ramps up the tension. But a boss fight is a different kind of tension, especially a boss fight like this, which isn't really horror so much as it's cinema. It's this theater. This boss fight is theater. The downside, and I completely understand if this is the case, is that many people aren't going to, not many people, that's unfair. Some people aren't going to be willing to accept that because a lot of people see criticism of a game they like and go, nope, I refuse to hear it. I absolutely refuse to hear it. I think it's perfect. Which, whatever, fine. More power to you. But I have criticized games for better sections than this. You know what I mean? And it would not be fair. Don't get me wrong, narratively, in terms of game moment, this rules. This final fight with Folk, this is awesome. This is great. This is super cool. But games have made less egregious sins during my time playing video games that I have lambasted more than I have this. There are so many things that make this awkward to play. The delay from pointing a gun to moving, the amount of time the amount of time it takes for Elsa to line up a shot for that X to go away. It's not long, but it's another second or so when you're already moving incredibly slowly. It's the fact that every time you want to pick up an item, you have to confirm that you want to pick up that item before you pick up the item, which is another second or so in a game where you are already agonizingly slow, and your opponent is much faster than you and has ranged options. I didn't even, and sometimes the game doesn't actually have, doesn't seem to have iframes either. So sometimes you just get comboed, right? While you're trying to get Ulster to pick her ass up and move, you're getting comboed. Also, every time it goes sturb, I'm actually not sure if I'm taking damage or not. I might be, I'm not sure, but it's disorienting when I'm like, fuck, did I just take damage? I don't even know. All of this leads to a remarkably unpleasant gameplay experience, and to be fair, that's probably the point, in a sense, because survival horror game and a psychological horror game, it's supposed to be an ordeal. Unfortunately, it is horrifically unpleasant to play. As not in a oh man, this is really fucking intense, but in a fuck me, this is clunky way. I'm gonna stop going on about it now because, ouch, you get it, you understand, I've conveyed it to you now. I need to go get those repair patches. Yeah, you wait there for a minute. Can I steal more of this? Thank you. Now I'm gonna use this on you. There you go. At the very least, the game does what they do, give you a fuck ton of ammo, which, credit to the devs, that was a smart thing to do. Are you gonna stop now? I took many damages. Can I have this? Can I not go through a fucking text box in order to get that, please? Thing is, all the issues that I'm bringing up now are issues that have existed throughout the game, right? Like the having to fucking confirm every time you want to pick something up has been, I don't have any spears. I don't have any spear. I thought I had a spear. I do have a spear. Why didn't it work? Wonderful. I guess I got there too late. But these are problems that have persisted throughout the entire game, but it hasn't been so bad and the problems haven't been too consistent or too frequent, so I ignored them. Because I was like, it's not a big deal. It's just a couple hiccups here and there, no biggie. But in a fight where those hiccups become constant, where they are constantly assailing you with these issues, it becomes hard to ignore those problems. Because they're front and center now. They're being shoved in your face. Well, the problem I'm facing is that it seems like a lot of this, in some cases, is guaranteed damage, and I'm already taking a lot of damage because I'm too slow to evade these attacks very well. Every time she says sturb, I'm pretty sure I take health damage. Every time she talks at me, I'm pretty sure I take health damage. And it gets to this phase and I can't see what I'm fucking doing, which is just amazing. I love that I cannot see a fucking thing. What a great idea for a gameplay mechanic. Yeah, just take away the player's vision entirely. Yeah, that'll make this more bearable. This is inexcusable. This is stupid. There is no excuse for this whatsoever. This is awful. This is the part where I start to lose my shit, because I'm like, this is phenomenally bad. Point is, I've said what I have to say about the fight now. Got nothing more to say on it. I'm just going to sit here quietly and knuckle down until I beat it. And that's all I'm going to do. Oh, hello, she fell over. Yes. Oh my god, that sucked. Violent scene missing. Oh, yeah. Well, this doesn't seem... I suspect this is not how things have turned out at all. Elster 512. Now we are one. Good. Great. Fantastic. I've been waiting for this for a long time. This space intentionally left blank. Imagine different endings fill different blanks. Once again. Hello. You've returned. I've noticed your name is Yellow. Are you the metaphorical king in yellow here? Are you really willing to go through with this once more? No. Not at all. You've seen what happens. This world cannot take much more. This may be our last chance. If you go back, it'll all fall apart. I can't let that happen. You selfish monster. Ah, we have killed each other. It's the same knife that went through his eye, I assume. Yeah, fuck off, Adler, you loser. You'll destroy everything. I mean, that was no excuse to destroy my eye, now was it, really? Bit rude. So we're back here again. Let's see if we have more success breaking into the ship this time. Though with the blood loss, I doubt it somehow. Don't break your arm again. Ah, we're back on the ship once more. Fantastic. And there's no menu. Penrose briefing, phase 2. Staff decrypted transmissions by calculations. Amount of time will pass since you received this message. Congratulations, comrade. Fully acclimatized. This is the same as before. Okay. When I signed up for this mission, I just wanted to get away from everything. I was sick of Rockfront, of school, of the photo store, sick of the fake smiles and the whispering behind people's backs. When I saw the photo of that soldier, I wondered who she was. Was she happy? Was her family proud of her? Did her comrades love her? Since we looked alike, could I have been like her? But in the end, I just wanted to leave. Nothing I had done or made ever meant anything to anyone, so why bother? Here, I'm finally free. I get to be by myself and to do what I want. I can finally be happy. I see. So where did that all go wrong exactly? At what point did that proceed to fuck up? Penrose briefing. You've survived 3,000 cycles, reaching the final phase of the Penrose program. With the end of the operational lifetime of your replica unit approaching, it is time to prepare for the final phase of your mission. Oh, so did Elster have like a short, pre-built lifespan, as it were, where they were like, she'll last exactly this long? If you have not found a suitable world for landing by this point, accept that you will not. Find solace in the thought that others might be successful where you failed. As you are probably aware, your ship's spare parts and rations will soon be depleted. Life support systems and reactor shielding will soon begin to fail, and radiation may begin to leak from the cooling system. We recommend you do not attempt to prolong your suffering by reusing old filters or rationing supplies. Instead, make peace with your fate. We suggest that you ask your replica, while it is still functional, to spare you a slow and agonizing death, or that you take permanent rest in the cryogenic pod. Oh, so did they just not find anything? And the way this program works is that if you don't find anything, well, tough luck, you're fucked, I guess. Remember, you will die having served your nation by partaking in a glorious demonstration of our power. End of decrypted transmission. Jesus Christ. How bad was the Empire that this is considered better? Talk to Cycle 648. Talk some more to the Elster unit. She's different from the replicas I knew back home. Nothing like my teachers or the Blockwart Protector. I know she didn't have a choice, but it feels like she's also here because she didn't fit in. It's like we've run away from the world together. At first, I didn't like having someone around, and I was glad that she's quiet and didn't approach me. But lately, I've missed having someone I can talk to. It's been so long since I've seen another person. Never thought I'd miss it. Except her. Everything is the same in here, always. Nothing ever changes. Interesting, 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 interesting. This room sounds radioactive. Cycle 1294. Had a strange dream. I was listening to the radio with my mother. Like back then, the numbers were on and mother was taking notes with a book on her lap. It was that book I saw in the shop window of the bookstore where the twins lived. The one with a yellow hooded figure on the cover. When I went there to buy it, it was gone and Erica said the protectors had confiscated it. Or was it Isa? I can't remember. 1840. Everything is always the same. I feel like I'm trapped inside this ship. I know every bolt on every panel and every room of it. I've seen everything. I've done everything there is to do in here. I can't concentrate on anything. It's like there's this fog inside my head, and whenever I try to do anything, I just can't focus. I want to go outside. I want to breathe fresh air. I want to feel wind on my face and in my hair. Cycle 2503. I think I lost more hair. I'm sitting here getting older. Every time I wake up, I feel older, weaker, sicker. I get out of breath so easily lately, and my back hurts when I sit down. How much longer will this go on? It feels like I'm just slowly dying. Radiation poisoning, I'm starting to think, going by the noises. The reactor was faulty, I assume. And over a long period of time, radiation sickness just started to kill her. Cycle 5, something, something 9. I'm tired of it all. Every time I go to sleep, I wonder if I'll wake up again. I'm scared that it'll be the last time I said goodnight to her. Did I say it right? Will she be okay? What if one of us just won't wake up tomorrow? I don't want to die. I don't want to live anymore either. Everything is just so exhausting. I just want to lie down and disappear. I just want to sleep. Please let me sleep. Please just make it stop. Please. So she did get sick. It was radiation poisoning. Right. Also, cabin fever, from the sounds of it. Hey, look, an Elster. Fantastic. I couldn't keep my promise. Despite my best efforts, I eventually fell ill too. Oh, so this is all in Elster's head, yeah. It had to end this way. So the ship was faulty, and over a long period of time, it killed them both. It's time. This is all that's left. Go home, yes. Remember our promise. Elster, you look different. I can't do it. You have to do it. It's time for this to end. Please. Du hast es versprochen. I'm sorry. Thank you. And much like the false ending, yeah. Sad, but at the same time, I want to say 40. Actually, I was about to say 45% of the way through the game, but even that's being generous. 20% of the way through the game, I was like, this won't end well. It's not gonna be like and then they wandered off and had a happy time together. I think actually maybe the false ending, around about the time we heard that Ariane was clearly not well, it was like, this isn't gonna end well. She's not just gonna magically be fine. But it was interesting to hear that despite all of the psychological horror and all the cycle nonsense and all that jazz, at the very least from this ending alone, it appears that the great enemy was radiation poisoning, of all things. Not what I would have expected. So what was the deal with the flesh creatures, though? What did we even deal with? What did we even go through? What was all that even? Was there any of that real? Because Ariane was in the ship the whole time in cryogenic sleep. Did we go on to perhaps Sierpinski looking for, like, help? Like, hey, can someone treat her? And place was fucked? Or was the whole idea of, like, I don't know what relevance the infection has to the plot, if any, if it's all just in Elster's head and the true reality was just her trying to drum up the courage to allow Ariane to die. It's interesting. It's not a plot. It's an interesting plot, it really is, but it's not one where I feel like I need to it's not something that I would be like, oh, I need to go through again right now and see if I can get a different ending and figure stuff out. It's like, nah, I had an experience with it. I'm good. Also, the thought of fighting Falk again would make me not want to play this again. It wasn't that hard. It's definitely one of those cases where if I wasn't recording, probably would have done a better job. But it definitely wasn't fun, I can tell you that. The narrative, the atmosphere, the tone were the strengths of this game. The gameplay was definitely not the strength of it. But it is a cool game. It's an interesting game. It's a game definitely worth playing and experiencing. It's enjoyable. It's very good. I still don't really feel attached enough to anyone in this story to feel particularly sad. I like Elster. I like Isa. That's about it, really. I don't give a fuck about Adler. I truly don't. Falk, who then turned out to be Elster, sure. I don't know. Some parts of the story, I just really felt like the game was trying to get me on board with, and I was like, but you haven't given me a reason to care. I'm sad about the ending in the sense of, oh, that's a sad thing to happen, but I'm not invested in either of the characters enough to really feel it, to really be like, oh, it's so sad. I'm just like, yeah, unfortunate that bad things happen to these two people that I barely know. That is sad, certainly, but nothing to really get a strong response from me, though. Nothing to really evoke some proper sorrow. I also wonder if it's a bit weird, but I'm not sure if being a psychological horror game really works in favor of this game's narrative. Now, bear in mind, I'm speaking only from the perspective of the one ending I've got. I know there's like 3 others or so I can only speak from what I've seen. But I feel like they may have made things a bit too vague. Ending, promise. I died 6 times. That's actually not very much. Less than I thought. I guess I fulfilled my promise. I'm gonna take a picture of that, including that little code in the bottom right. Just in case. I wonder if, like, yeah, the psychological horror stuff is very cool, but the fact that it kind of, at least in the promise ending, makes it ends up being kind of a bait and switch. It's obviously not a bait and switch. There's obviously more to the psychological horror stuff than implied by the promise ending, because Adler and Falk are a thing. The infection is not just in her head. There's got to be something going on there. That's real. That obviously happened. But I don't know. I feel like it's weird, because I do appreciate games who, you know, show don't tell, like try and be a bit more subtle on how they present things. I think this game could really do with telling us a bit more. Perhaps. Maybe you get that if you go through all the other endings, but let me be clear, I'm not particularly interested in playing through a game 4 times to get some kind of coherent narrative out of it. Really? Not really for me. Hence why I've said previously, I'm not interested in trying to get multiple endings. I'm uncertain on how I feel about this game. At least in terms of an overall summary of it. In the grand scheme of things, I like the game. It's good. It's a good game. It's definitely a good game. I definitely enjoyed my time with it. It's definitely very well crafted, definitely made with care, definitely very cleverly made, and it's definitely very effective in what it does, but I feel like it's trying a bit too hard to be obtuse. I feel like it's trying a bit too hard to be mysterious. I feel like the game could do with actually cutting some of the crap sometimes and being like, here's what's happening. Maybe that just means it's not the kind of story for me. You know, not every story can be tailored to my personal preferences. Maybe this is a story that really benefits people who like to just sit there and stare at like a line of text on a wall and formulate 9 different theories from that one bit of text. But I don't know. I find, to summarize, I'd say having beaten the game and gotten that ending, I find myself having enjoyed the experience overall, but the ending has left me a tad not the ending, actually. The ending has not left me unsatisfied as such, but getting to the ending and being like, I don't understand a lot more than when I started, I feel a little unsatisfied. Now, once again, the solution, go play the other endings. I don't want to. So I guess I'll look them up online in my spare time. But overall, a very good game. Very interesting. Liked it a lot. I'm not sure how I'd change it, but something's not quite meshed with me on it, I would say. That final boss fight sucks balls, but I've been over that. Overall, though, very good. Thank you guys for voting for this. I enjoyed playing it. Thank you so much for watching. We will now be doing the poll in order to vote for a new game. Last time, The Outer Wilds came second, which means that's guaranteed to be in the vote. And I mean, the time before that, I think Signalis came second and ended up in the vote, and then Signalis went on to win. So if we continue that pattern, then Outer Wilds may well be the winner next time, but it can only be the winner if you go vote for it. So go vote for it, I guess. But that's all separate from this. That's all from me for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Very cool game. Excellent work to Rose Engine for making this. It's fantastic. Very good. Special thanks to Zanael, Cuds, Kana Samaria, Poe, Pork Chop Lebrecht, Scrubby Doo, Lifesteal, Mega Mersman, Unclever Name, Lumen, Crystalite, Summercat, Flanny, Painter Dragoon, Lyle the Hagsire, Lip Potatoes, Proxy, Caminera, Moa, Heartland, Harik J, Dresso, Slol, Final Legend, Etherbin, Linky, Xeon Cedar, Bimblewort, Majoko, Mymoon, Alkia, Honey Lawless, Sweet Baby Red, Jess Kitty, Plutonium Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Leper Lullaby, K-Bub, Magic Owl, The Frostbite, Monsoon, SCP-106A, Namad, and Kenny800 for supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. Yes, Signalis is very cool. I know I spent a lot of time sort of complaining about it at the end there, but I don't want that to convey that I didn't enjoy the game or that it wasn't good. It was fantastic. It is, in fact, often the case where I will be more critical about a game I really liked because I care. Because I actually care about the game I played. If I didn't care about Signalis, I'd just be like, it was a bit whatever. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. But because I care about Signalis, I feel the need to talk about it and express my concerns with it to be like, because it mattered to me. I was like, I just wish it had been a bit better, not even a bit better, let me rephrase that. I wish it had been different in these cases because that would have suited me better, not because that would make it a better game. Let's be clear on that as well. I'm not the arbiter of what makes a game good and what makes a game not good. I can only offer criticism in regards to what I think would make a game better. But because it would make a game better for me doesn't mean it would make it better for anyone else or most other people. If you like the game, if you're happy with the game exactly the way it is, good. Fantastic. Frankly, it sounds like a lot of people are, and that speaks to Signalis' quality all by itself. The game is fantastic, and I enjoyed my time with it very much. Hence why I complained about it, which is really backwards, I know, but if nothing else, I hope, even if you got annoyed with me complaining earlier, you at least got to this point so I can tell you that, hey, I did really like this game, I really did, and that's why I complained about it. Very backwards, I know, but I want to end this on a positive note and say, good fucking job, Rose Engine, it's a great fucking game. But thank you so much for watching. Whatever happens next time, and it's whatever the fuck you vote for, so get voting, because you can't complain about the result if you don't vote. But whatever happens, hope I see you there. Doodles, goodbye.